How to use the Forex Factory Calendar in USA 2022. How to use the Forex Factory Calendar in 2022 Unlimited Guide. How to use the Forex Factory Calendar in 2022 The Unlimited Guide. Forex Factory Calendar is for the most user-friendly and accurate calendar to keep track the forex related news events. By the end of this tutorial, you will know how to use the calendar as well as how to read it in a way that is beneficial to your trading. But before we get into the details, I want to dispel a common misconceptions. My technical traders make that mistakes of thinking that because they take a technical approach to the market, they do not have to pay attention to news events. Free PDF guide. We want to learn how to use a Forex Factory News Calendar in 5 simple steps. Click here to download the exclusive PDF guide. While it is not necessary to study the news, it is advantageous to know when news is expected. This is especially true for heavy hitting news that can adversely affect the markets. Not only can this type of a new affect an option upon position, it can use the slippage and gaps that you can break havoc for pending orders. Here's how you can use a Forex new calendar to start making more informed trading decisions. Step 1, getting started with a Forex factory calendar. The very first you want to do is navigate for the Forex factory calendar. Once you should be presented with a screen similar to know the one below. Don't be intimidated by all the activities on this page. It will make sense by the end of the tutorial. Next, we will begin configuring the calendar so that you can get the most out of it. Step 2, configure your time zone. Now you are not you now you are the now you are the calendar tab. You will want to set your time zone to do the simply click the time in the upper right and hand corner. After clicking the timestamp, you will be taken to a page where you can set your time zone. This will synchronize the time for each news event with your local time. Not setting the correct time zone is extremely important. It is not set where it will be difficult to determine the correct time for each new events. At the point, you also have options to turn daylight saving time DST on your off. Lastly, you can toggle the time format to show 30 a.m., p.m. or 24 hours military times. Once you are happy with the settings, clicking save settings so that you won't be required to do this each time. As long as your browser cache is not cleared, your setting will remain the same each time you visit this page. After saving your settings, you should now see the correct time displayed in the upper time right hand corner of their screen. If not, repeat step 2 to make sure your settings were saved properly. Step 3, setting the event filter. At this point, you should have the Forex Factory calendar in front of you. with each news event synchronized with your local time. Next, we are going to the set the event filter to determine the types of news and currencies to display. This is convenient if you only want to display certain types of news event or are only interested in specific currency pairs. To set the filter, click the filter icon in the upper right hand corner and while the calendar tabs. After clicking filter, you will get a screen like the one below. This screen gives you the ability to filter event by expected impact, event type, as well as currency. Pro tip: hover your mouse over the colored box under the expected impact to get an explanation of each one. In short, red equals a high impact is medium impact, and yellow represented low impact news. I responsible personally like your to focus the medium and high impact news events. This gives me a complete picture of what to expect over the coming days without cluttering in the calendar with news that will have little impact on the markets. Yes, once you have everything set at the way you want, click apply filter to being showing only this event and consider you selected. You can change this anytime by repeating this step for selecting the desired time frame. You should now have your time zone set and your filter configured the way you want. Now it's time to select the desired time frame. This is a span of time that will be shown on the calendar. The navigation pane you see below will allow you to set any time frame you desire. From the window, you can choose a single day, a week, or even the entire month. Also, note that you can quickly select predetermined time frames in the bottom half of navigation pane. Pro tips: choosing to see the entire week is often the best approach when trading the higher frames. This allows you prepared for the next few days rather than just the next 24 hours. To step 5, digging deeper. In addition to seeing the surface content such as the event name, expected impact, and scheduled time, you can also expand each event to see additional information. Be sure to use this feature with caution. It can be far too easy to catch up in the nuances of each event. As price action traders, we need to be more concerned about what's happening on the chart and less concerned about the fundamental significance of news. Image below illustrate how you can expand the details of a given news event. Uh, From the screen above, you can see additional details such as a source of frequency and history of the event. To name a few. To close this window, simply click the X shown in the image above. Before we move on, I want to retry how important it is to use these additional details sparingly. If at all, the real advantages to using calendar as a technical trader lies in the schedule time and expected impact of the news. Anything more than that, the using a new calendar can become more distraction that then assist the conclude the process of setting up Forex Factory news calendar. Now let's go into the second half of this tutorial and discuss how to use what There you have just learned to your advantages when trading forex prices action, choosing the important headlines,